Welcome to the Referees Corner here on IslandStats.com. I'm joined by two special guests. They have become the first two females from the Bermuda Football Association to pass the FIFA AR fitness test, and that is Natasha Trott and Blackman. Is that right?
Sure. I just go by Leander Shanae mostly.
Okay, I'm sorry, Leander Shanae.
Mm-hmm. I don't have last names.
This is going to be a long, whatever time.
It's going to be fine.
Well, ladies, first of all, let me just say congratulations. A job well done to become the first two females to pass the FIFA AR fitness test. You had to perform this test at the National Sports Center. Let's start with you. There's some history here, so trust me, it's going to be a long, drawn out. But let's start with you, Shanae. How did you manage to get through this time of having to complete the fitness test?
I think consistency with our training. We trained all summer, not necessarily with the running portion, but we always trained with refereeing all summer. So we felt fit enough, and then maybe 2 to 3 weeks we got on the track, just kind of felt it out. And on the day of the actual test, I'm a long distance runner, so that first half felt horrible to me. Tasha pulled me through the first half, and then I helped finish off the rest of it. So it was definitely a team effort.
Yeah, Tasha, and people would know you from your track and field days, but having to do so many laps, obviously you train a lot, but I know you're smiling because I know you're not that distance person.
I am a 100-meter sprinter, 200 at heart, 10 laps. When they told me it was 10 laps, I was just like, no, this can't be it. But Shanae is right. The first few laps, I was okay. And then lap 5, I literally heard Shanae. She was like, okay, I'm fine. And Shanae carried us through the last 5 laps. I was like, all right, we got this teamwork. It was perfect how it worked out.
How did you prepare for the day? Because obviously you want to be able to complete it, but you can eat late or do something that kind of throw you off. So how did you prepare, Tasha?
Like any other track meet is what it felt like. Relaxing throughout the day, relaxing the night before, no gym workout, anything like that, so that my legs weren't heavy. And yeah, just really relaxing before, not doing anything that would make me physically tired before the run.
What about you, Shanae?
I'm the exact opposite. I'm a go person. So I was like going until I showed up, and then I just had to put my headphones on for a quick minute just to get myself in gear, and then it just needs to get it done.
I had to also mentally prep for that because 10 laps in my head is so many laps, and I'm just like, can you do this? You used to half a lap. So let me prepare my mind, Tasha. You got to make it through 10 laps, and once you get past that 5th lap, you keep going. You make sure you keep going. Don't quit. Yeah, you come too far, you know?
Yeah, just keep going. That's all you have to do. And then slow down, because Tasha came out. Look, I said, Tasha, we don't have to go this fast. We need to slow down, else we're not going to make it.
Well, she found herself on the track. She knows, the body and the mind knows what it usually does on the track.
Exactly.
So you heard go. It's not 10 laps, it just goes.
Yeah.
But looking at it, obviously you know what's in the back of your mind. If I complete this, we become qualified pass a fitness test for FIFA's ARs. But did that add any pressure to the fact that that's what you were attempting to do?
Not for me. No. I just, whenever I have something, a goal that I'm trying to achieve, I just am thinking about, okay, let's do step 1, first. One step at a time. Let's not think about the end. Let's think about this present moment. I got to do 10 laps. Let's get it done. And then I'll be excited about the rest of the journey, you know?
Exactly that. Just show up, do it, don't stop until it's over, and then enjoy yourself afterwards.
Yeah, let's enjoy. Let's complete today's task and worry about tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Well, once it's complete, what runs through your mind? Because obviously, two you're two different people, and obviously, again, you're a sprinter, and you say you're a long distance runner. But to finish it and complete the task, personally, must be something that you would have thought about and had an emotion about once you've done it. Am I right?
Yeah, I was hyped.
Yeah,
I said,
it was
"Oh my
like,
gosh,
we've
it's
done
over!
it. Yeah, it's
We
over.
did this,
We did
Sinead.
it. Yeah.
I completed this task. Okay, I'm excited. I did 10 laps. Now I know I could do it again." That was
Yeah.
what I was thinking when I finished. When I crossed that line, I was like, "Okay, I did it once. I could do it again."
Because we got to do it over and over and over again. This is the first time, but it's not the last time.
Right.
So it's like any other training, right? You
Mhm.
just have to get it done.
Right.
Getting
Well-
over this first
The
hump for
other
me.
thing is, for me, I didn't realize how special it was until
Me either.
everyone started telling us how great this is, and you made history, and oh my god, and it was like we literally just showed up and just did what we had to do.
Yeah. We
Well,
didn't
it's a
have
good
any
thing you didn't realize
expectations
that.
Yeah,
I know the pressure might have messed us up.
I'm good. We didn't know.
Well, let's talk a little bit about officiating, because you guys are relatively new to it. Getting involved in it, obviously, you're from the sideline. You hear you hear all the negatives, but putting yourself in the middle. Why would you take on that challenge? And I'll start with you, Sinead.
I haven't gone in the middle besides for youth games. I don't plan on going in the middle until next year. I did do my first premiership game yesterday though, and I felt pretty good about it, and I'm ready to take on that challenge. So before you throw me in the middle, sir.
Well, you got to realize when I say the middle, I don't mean refereeing. I'm talking about officiating, because even if you're on
Officiating
the
in
line,
general.
you're in the
Okay.
middle because you're in the middle of everything that goes on. Because if they can't shout at the referee, who they shout at?
The AR.
Thank you very kindly.
I think I said it before. I just kind of let the game keep going. I made the call. We'll move past that. We'll on to the next thing. The time's still ticking. It's still 90 minutes. And when the game's over, it's all said and done. No one's perfect. No one's football's perfect.
Mhm.
So, we just do the best we can.
Yeah. And Natasha, changing of sports for you, I guess it's something that becomes natural because you like to be athletic.
Well, this is not a change of sport for me, actually. I played football. I started playing football at 7 in Bermuda. And then I
Right.
moved to the US and I played until I did 1 year of university of football.
Right.
So it's not a new sport, but the perspective of the sport is new. And I like the officiating side of it. I wish that I knew the laws of the game when I was a player. I think it would make people better players if they knew the laws of the game, They
Right.
would yell less at the ref.
Oh, but that's taking the fun out of it for some people.
I know. It's kind of fun on the sidelines listening to the fans.
Yes.
You're just like, what? That doesn't make any sense. If you read this law, chapter 12,
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, it's not new. The sport is
Right.
not new. But the officiating side is, and I'm enjoying it so far.
Right. Right. When
Go ahead.
what would be your challenge? Well, because we've had it's a new year, new season, more law changes and so forth. What out of the new laws, what do you believe are the biggest challenges trying to implement them into the game?
You asking any of us? Or?
Anyone?
My biggest challenge I've noticed is just getting down to the end of the
Touchline.
yeah, getting down to the end and just being able to, 'cause especially when the ball gets volleyed, you have to
Mhm.
just kind of get there, but still know what the call is, still know what everyone done, still look back and forward. You know, your eyes kind of go like this.
Right.
So I think that that's a challenge. As far as laws are concerned, I think right now the new handball law is a little tricky. Still trying to get players to understand and be quick with what's the word I'm looking for? With processing it.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Tasha?
What are we asking? What are the challenges?
Yeah, with the new laws, what are your biggest challenges in trying to implement them or understand them?
All of them, because I'm so new at officiating. I didn't even think about any of the laws.
Right.
So implementing all of them into the game is going to be a challenge,
Right.
and has
Now,
been.
yeah.
I was just going to say it has been just trying to figure out who's offside, who kicked the ball out. Was it a foul? Was it a handball? The AR is a lot of work.
Right.
So just implementing all of those changes, all of the laws, period,
Yeah.
in the game is a
Spa,
challenge.
dogs, just it gets crazy.
It's a lot of consideration,
Yeah.
all in 2 seconds,
Right.
and getting yelled at the same time.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question. Are you a talker on the line? So if you see the infringement and you actually make the call, do you call out what you saw, or are you just one of those that like put up the flag, indicate, and let the referee sort it out?
I want to be a talker, but I'm not comfortable yet. I know I want to commentary is something that I want to build to,
Mhm.
but right now I'm not. Unless someone asks. Sometimes the players come in and ask, what was that call? I don't mind telling them, but shouting it out, I'm not comfortable with yet.
Okay. All right. What about you, Tasha?
Is it an AR's job to shout out calls on the sideline?
Well, some. What if you are the person that calls the infringement? If you put up your flag because you see the infringement and the referee's behind you, play a little bit. If you kind of, I saw a tripping and it's going that way, sort of thing. It gives you the confidence, and also the players won't argue anymore because you're confident in saying, I'm calling what I saw.
I'm calling that.
Yeah?
I'm speaking about it.
Yeah. So it kind of takes away from, what are you calling? What are you seeing? But if you kind of take the bull by the horns and say, it's a tripping, it's going this way, and you don't have to say anything else, then that's kind of being a talker when you're the person making the call, even if it's on the touchline, because there are times where the referee is looking for that help, not just for offside.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So if you're the closest person to the goal, maybe you need to, get that confidence. Miss in red, get off my screen, lady.
On purpose.
Oh, I know you. Yes, I know you.
I think I'll always speak up when it's necessary.
Right. Now, I saw you, Natasha, you had a very busy weekend with youth games, and then also you done a game yesterday?
Yeah, at PHC. My first middle youth game. That was interesting. Got a lot of things to work on, but that was to be expected with it being my first.
Right. What did you feel you struggled with at most?
Not really struggle. I just need to get confident in making calls. When I see a foul, call the foul,
Right. Okay. What games have you been in the middle, Shanae? If any, youth games? Have you done any middle youth games?
Not this season. Last season I did.
Okay. All right. And which game did you do yesterday?
I did Rangers and Village.
Oh, okay. Premier Division action.
Yes.
Yep.
See what tail laps get you? Spotlights.
That's what Crenson said yesterday.
I know, more views. 10 laps got you more abuse.
But see, now the difference would be or at ranges, where were you? Over the far side or the back side?
Far side.
Oh, see, so yeah, you're shouting, people shouting at you, it kind of drowns out a little bit. Poor Natasha was at PhD, so she's got all these people on the touch.
I kind of like the fans. They make the game enjoyable.
Right.
Like
At
I
times they
don't
make it.
respond to them, so I'm just laughing in my head about what they're talking about, and it keeps me alive and on my toes.
Right. Now, with you guys, we see more female youth referees. How would you encourage other females closer to you guys' age to get involved and try to accomplish what you guys are accomplishing?
Show up, be consistent, come training, and just do it. Like literally, that's it. Like just do it. We train technical, we train fitness, we train everything, laws, we do everything. So you don't have to be overwhelmed with having to know it all. You just show up to training. If you do it consistently, when you get on the line, it just kind of all starts coming together. So
for me, my encouragement is presenting the opportunity that refereeing can bring. You can do so much with refereeing. That's one of the reasons that I'm in it. The opportunity is appealing to travel the world, to network with people from all over, to be the boss in the middle of the field, but a good boss so that you're not that noticeable in a game,
True.
That part is appealing. So that is what I would present to encourage people or young girls to also want to do it. It's more to life than playing the game, being the player in the game,
Right. Would you say you are a person, when you were a fan, would be one questioning calls?
Yes, and I still question calls. I'm a referee now, and I still question calls.
So have questions. There's nothing wrong with having questions.
No abuse, though. I don't feel like I ever abused.
Yeah,
the referee.
She's thinking about it. So yes, she did. If you have to think about it,
as a fan,
yes.
As a fan, I don't remember abusing the referee, but as a player, I would definitely be like, "Ref, what are you doing?"
And now it's your turn for somebody to say, "Ref, what are you doing?"
Yeah.
But you have a good chuckle at those type of things, don't you?
Yeah.
Because at times, and I often say this because when I was coming up, I used to referee men's games, and I was like 16, and I now look back when I was playing. I say to myself, man, I used to say the same thing that this guy said to a 16-year-old. I can't believe it. Like, shut up and play the game, kind of thing. But it's funny because you have that period of reflecting on yourself out of being the official to being the player or being the fan. So when you look at that, you're right. You have to chuckle a lot of times that these people don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
Now that I know, I laugh a little harder. It's like
right. Well, one of the biggest problems in Bermuda, we can only speak about Bermuda, is that most people watch English Premier game or English Premier games over the weekend, and then they come out and are very judgmental, not only of the players but of the officiating as well. But the angles in which they're watching a game is from a TV camera that's sitting way up above. They don't put themselves in ground level, having to run up and down and keep up the play. So what would be, and we'll finish with this, Sinead, what would be your message to the spectator that is kind of unruly, questioning every call, don't want to listen to anybody giving them any reason? What would your message be to that person?
I find most people that are like that, you can't tell them anything anyway. So I don't have a message for them. They can just stay over there and think whatever they like.
Do you have the same sentiment?
Whatever you like, the game still goes on.
Right. Do you have the same sentiment, Tasha?
No, my message would be that it's about perspective. The TV perspective and the real life at the field's perspective is not the same. And even where you're sitting in the stands is not the same as where the assistant referee or the referee is on the field. So the game is about perspective, and the calls are about perspective and positioning.
Yeah,
Yep.
I think that.
So just think about that, fans, when you're out there yelling at us about an offside or a foul.
I've seen officials turn around and say, if you want to do it, here, come take the flag or come take the whistle. You're welcome to it.
Think about saying that.
We're still short of officials, so anybody could come and join us.
Well, you know what it's like. They want to be match day officials without going through the hard work of training and learning the rules and regulations. So that's the major problem that we have, in not just football, but a lot of sports in Bermuda. But ladies, again, congratulations, job well done. But as you said, you've got to do it over and over and over again. So keep up the good work, keep going training, keep understanding or getting the messages of the laws of the game. And we look forward to bigger and better things from you both in the very near future.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us, Earl.
Yeah,
all right.
have a good one, sir.
Enjoy your night.
You too.
Sorry, what was that?
I said have a good one. I didn't say anything rude, I promise.
Okay. Good night.
Night.